Good evening and thanks for joining us. Well, the good news is at least the winter precipitation has moved on. We're not going to have to worry about any more accumulations out there. Our threat is now going directly to some extremely cold temperatures this evening. We're going to quickly cool things off. We've got a lot of power outages out there. The other concern will be that whatever's on the ground now is going to freeze, and it's going to continue to stay frozen at least overnight and through a good chunk of tomorrow. So the roadways will continue to be very slippery outside. So here's the deal. Right now, again, they've dropped us from that winter storm warning. However, they have put a special weather statement in place just because there is that potential for black ice across the area. And if you don't have to be on the roadways, again, the best thing is just to stay home tonight and bundle up because of the chilly temperatures outside. Right now, we've fallen into the low to mid 20s depending on where you live. But then you factor in that wind this evening, and here you go. Current feel-like temperatures now sit in the teens. We're going to show you more of this coming up in just a bit.
And we do have team coverage tonight as we continue to watch Winter Storm 2021.
We have reports spread out across the viewing area this evening, bringing us a closer look at this once-in-a-lifetime event. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Chad Sabady.
And Bailey, thank you for joining us for Fox 44 News at 5:30. These icy temperatures obviously bring some insane weather conditions to different neighborhoods across the area. We're going to begin tonight right here in East Baton Rouge Parish with Fox 44's Autumn Siddiqui, who's been monitoring what she's seeing out there. Autumn, where are you and what can you tell us so far?
Hey, I'm on Starring Lane. And right behind me is a tree full of debris on the road. The temperature does expect to drop, which means the branches on the trees are going to get heavier and fall. I spoke to one neighbor who said his first priority right now is to keep the streets safe.
A lot of obstruction, the limbs was in the way, so I was just trying to help out the neighborhood, try to clear it out a little bit so safely.
Mayor President Sharon Western Broome is issuing a curfew in East Baton Rouge Parish. It will start at 8 tonight and it will run till 7 in the morning tomorrow. And city officials are saying to take care of your loved ones and your neighbors. If you have any winter storm related issues, call 311. Reporting in Rouge Parish, Autumn Siddiqui, Fox 44 News.
All right, Autumn, thank you so much. And of course, you want to call 311 if it's winter related, but if it's an emergency, city parish leaders do encourage you to call 911.
Now moving to Point Coupee Parish tonight, where just this afternoon a vehicle out and about overturned along Highway 1. For the very latest on that incident and a closer look at Point Coupee Parish, let's check in with Fox 44's Jonah Gilmore, who joins us live in New Roads tonight. Jonah?
Hey, good evening, Chad. The person injured in that overturned vehicle crash was taken to the hospital. Sheriff Renee Thibodeau stressing once again, this is the very reason you shouldn't drive during these conditions.
It's so pretty. It was exciting to wake up to.
A winter storm brought icy conditions, slowing water pressure and knocking out power.
We were starting to think about how are we going to cook food, what are we going to do tonight, how are we going to stay warm.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's back on for good now.
As a result, Point Coupee Parish is now under a mandatory curfew.
People need to stay off the road, so a curfew will go in effect tonight at 6 p.m. and last until 6 a.m.
The roads are slick, covered in ice, making it dangerous to drive, and so far, there have been 5 accidents.
A few of those parked in a ditch, and look, we've got some vehicles parked on the side of 190, so they're just going to stay there until we can get to them later on.
The wintry weather wasn't all bad, especially for kids who took the time to enjoy it.
So rare and such an unusual event for us that she wanted to play outside.
As night falls, many will try to stay safe and with these temps, stay warm.
We have the heat running and I think we're going to make a gumbo in a little while, so we'll just warm up and stay inside after this.
Now, New Roads Mayor Cornell Dukes did confirm that power has been stored to the entire area, but some people remain with low water pressure. Of course, we'll be here to monitor the conditions in New Roads. Live in Point Coupee Parish tonight, Jonah Gilmore, Fox 44 News.
All right, Jonah, thank you so much. And of course, Louisiana State Police also encouraging people to stay off the roadways and especially those bridges, saying they are extremely dangerous. Right now, we have Fox 44's Harrison Golden in Port Allen, who's going to give us a closer look at what's happening on the west side of the river. Harrison?
Kellyanne, good evening to you. Again, the closure of I-10 here from Baton Rouge all the way to Lafayette, back and forth, includes the so-called new Mississippi River Bridge. Now, drivers can still take US 190 as an alternate route from east to west, west to east, but that is by no means an invitation to put yourself in danger.
Sometimes Mother Nature just catches up with you.
If we didn't know better, we'd think the trees in West Baton Rouge Parish were carved from glass. Same goes for its roads. In this parish just west of the Mississippi, some truck drivers hitting the brakes on their interstate hauls, some braving the backup routes. Either way, West Baton Rouge government spokesman Jason Manola says, if you're on those roads, don't be for long.
The biggest concern right now is the continued decline in temperature, causing more safety issues on our roadways with the refreezing.
And DOTD spokesman Rodney Mallett says the concerns don't stop there. Even when temperatures return above freezing, thawing the roads will warrant some waiting.
It's like when you take a turkey out of the freezer, it doesn't automatically thaw because it's at room temperature. It takes time. And so we're dependent on the elements as much as anything else.
For now, though, Mallett's pleased with how West Baton Rouge and most of Louisiana seem to be following the measures in place.
Past events, people like to get out and sightsee. Maybe they've learned their lesson, or maybe it's just too dadgum cold.
But asked how the state will fare a little bit later on in this already busy week, Mallett says that may take some waiting too.
It's hard to predict, and I don't want to get in that game. If I could do that, I'd be working at your station doing the weather.
All right, so here's what we do know right now. Addis Community Center on LA1 here in West Baton Rouge Parish is serving as a shelter here for residents all across the area. Again, the rule: bring your own mask, bring your own food, clothing, and blankets, pillows, anything you believe you would need to stay the night there at the Addis Community Center. That is what you need to do on LA1. We also know this curfew will be in place in West Baton Rouge Parish as well, so many other places as well, but here in West Baton Rouge, that will go from 9 p.m. tonight until daybreak tomorrow. But for now, we're live here in Port Allen. Harrison Golden, Fox 44 News.
Well, coming up, a look at how power crews are responding to mass outages across the capital area and when we can expect the lights to come back on. But first, let's get another look at the roads with Jesse Gunkel.
Yeah, it's somewhat of a pretty sight out there, but almost somewhat eerie at this point. Again, you get that ice and things are looking kind of nice and serene out there, but here's the deal. Could be very dangerous out there. You can see that the roadways are still very slick out there. You can see a nice little sheen, some accumulations still on the roadways. You're looking at West Baton Rouge over here. Again, we have had reports, and we saw it actually on the tower cams here, that there were some vehicles out there salting the roads. You can see it kind of off in the distance. So they're working on 110 right now. Still a little bit of traffic along I-12 at this point, just a few cars. But again, compared to a normal night, traffic would be backed up for miles. But at least people are following the rules. Again, paying attention to the overall icy conditions out there. Just make sure you buckle up and drive safely tonight. This traffic has been sponsored by Peyton Murphy at the Murphy Law Firm. Well, here you go. And overall, again, winter safety tips tonight. Again, avoid driving. If you don't have to be on the roadways, just stay at home out there. Again, dress in layers. If you're going to be outside, taking the dog for a walk, cover exposed skin, and just practice generator safety. It's, again, very key. We'll have a look at your forecast after the break.